So again, welcome everybody. This is Angela Colorado McGough. I am here with the Kapi'olani Community College Employment Prep Center, and I'm so excited today to share some information with you, and we have a special speaker to talk about the Honolulu Fire Department. Before we begin, I wanted to just remind all of the students that you do have a free career platform. It's called Handshake. All you have to do is log into the website there and you're able to apply for jobs. And it's sort of like a LinkedIn for community college students. Right now, only UH West Oahu and the UHCCs have access to the system. So I really encourage you to join, to activate your account, and then we have a virtual career fair that's been moved to Friday, April 10th. But without further ado, I definitely want to get started by introducing our speaker. Today, we're lucky to have Inspector Thomas Inouye of the Honolulu Fire Department's Community Relations and Education Section. Tom's worked in the Honolulu Fire Department for 25 years, and he's been in the Community Relations Office for the past 7. His primary role today is to help us learn more about the HFD firefighter recruit position. So welcome, Tom.
Aloha. Thank you for welcoming me.
Thank you. Can you share with us a little bit about the history of the fire department?
Sure. One of the great things is that our department was founded in 1851 by King Kamehameha III, and that makes us the oldest fire department west of the Mississippi River. Hard to believe, but yes, that is true. We are also the only fire department founded by monarchy, and we are the only fire department whose members have received the Purple Heart, which is a military honor given to those who have put their life on the line or have got injured, saving their fellow military personnel. But we've received it December 7th, 1941. Not only Pearl Harbor was bombed, but also Hickam Air Force Base. And unfortunately, there, when we showed up, 3 people from our department passed away, 2 captains and a hostman, and 6 others were injured. So after that incident, we received the Purple Hearts, or 9 of them. And then the military said that there's no other civilian will ever receive that Purple Heart. So we have that distinction.
Wow, that's incredible. If folks want to learn more about the history, do you have any kind of events where people can come and learn more?
Yes, so we have a museum tour that we give out. It's free, third Friday of every month, and it goes in 1 hour increments. Unfortunately, April's going to be booked already, so the next opening will be in May. So if you go to our website, fire.honolulu.gov, and you go up to the top of the screen, click on requests, and you will see museum tours, and you can schedule your tour from there. And remember, it's free. So yeah, everyone's welcome.
That's great. I'm sure some of our students and definitely programs will be interested. But today we're here to talk about recruitment. And so you shared with me the website, which was fire.honolulu.gov/join HFD. And I'm hoping you can share a little bit about the recruitment process. Can you tell us what folks do when they get to that website?
Yeah, sure. So when you get to that website, um, okay, first off, let's back up a little bit. The first step is going to be a written test, 100 questions, multiple choice. But in order to get into that test, we need to get you signed up for what's called a job interest card. So if you go to the website, fire.honolulu.gov/join HFD, you scroll down to, I think it's the second paragraph, and you'll see a highlighted job interest card. Click on that, and it'll take you to not just Honolulu Fire Department, but the city's um, employment criteria or every single opening that they have or position that they have. You're going to scroll down, look for fire/EMS, click on that, scroll back up, click on subscribe, and then it's going to take you to another page where you fill in your name and your email. and then they'll send you a confirmation that you did it properly. This is important because we only give our test every 2 years, and it is coming up this summer. So if you see this, I'd suggest go to that site, do it as quickly as possible because the window to sign up is only open from 24 to 72 hours. We are not sure how long we're going to keep it open this year.
Okay,
If you miss this one, it's going to be 2 years from now till you have your next chance.
got it. So just to clarify, the person will sign up on the site, fill out their name and email, and then what they are doing is essentially saying, notify me when this opens. And
Correct.
then it could be opening only for 24 hours or maybe at the most 3 days. So as
Correct.
soon as they see that, they should get in there and submit an application.
Yes.
Great. And you mentioned that there's two classes that happen, and you said that there's between 2,000 and 3,000 applicants. How many positions on average are you recruiting for?
So it'll always differ, but we run right now two classes once a year,
Hmm.
and we're taking maximum of 40 positions. So that's currently, we're not sure if they're going to expand it because we are right now having retirements where there's been some really big classes. So
Hmm.
they might have to ramp up the opportunities or openings.
Got it.
But yeah, it is very competitive. Before, when I got in, it was 5 to 6,000. Numbers
Wow.
have gone down to 2 to 3,000. But remember, we're only taking the maximum off of each test right now, 160 people.
Got it.
So it is very, very competitive.
So we'll move on to the steps then to becoming applying to become
Okay.
a firefighter recruit. So you mentioned the written test. Can you share again what that means?
Okay, so we have 100 question multiple choice written test. The subjects that's on that test is reading comprehension. Math is going to be about the algebra level. Mechanical reasoning, that's going to be the gears, pulleys, levers.
Mm,
And then there's something called like a map interpretation, but it's more like a memorization
mm,
test because they show you a map on one page. And then when you turn the page, you have questions. Oh, where was this hydrant located? So you're able to go back and forth, but it is time, right? Uh, time test. So you would have to try and get things done as quickly as possible.
got it. 100 questions. And the next thing you mentioned was a swim test?
So the higher you score, the sooner you get called. Every January, we have first a swim test, and that's going to be in an Olympic-sized pool. So for instance, Manoa Pool. We start in the water in the deep end. We swim down and back. And then there's a 10-pound brick that you have to dive down. I believe that one is 13 feet deep. Grab it and come up within 2 minutes and 45 seconds. The great thing now is that you're able to hold onto the wall when you go down and back. Before you could you couldn't touch it. You could only tread water to have your rest and then dive down to get the grab the brick. Now you have time to rest on that wall. So
Okay.
I would suggest, like I used to be a body surfer, you still need to go and swim in the pool because it's less buoyant than the ocean. I've heard people who are surfers who had difficulty doing that swim test.
Mm,
So you just got to go see what you're capable of doing.
excellent. And is that common? Is a swim test common for firefighters?
The swim test is not. So we are an island surrounded by water. So we are one of the few fire departments that do require a swim test.
Okay. And the next thing that you had mentioned to me was an agility test. What is that?
Yeah, so the swim test is going to be held on the weekend. And then if you pass, then you'll be invited that very next week for the agility test. So it is a physical ability tests. You can find the exact test on YouTube, Honolulu Fire Department, physical ability test, and it'll show you the exact test. So it'll be pulling hose, carrying tools, uh, dragging the mannequin, going upstairs, handling ladders, swinging a sledgehammer. Make sure you guys know how to do those things. And yeah, just go to the website, YouTube, and then watch the test. We also have it on our website, so you can find it there also.
Perfect. And are these timed as well?
It is time. I believe the time shoots. Thinking 8 minutes and 45 seconds or 9 minutes and 15. Sorry, I can't
Okay.
remember exactly on top of my head right now. It's one of those two times.
Got it. If you can do 8:45, we're okay.
Yeah, well, if you can do 5 minutes, you're great. I think the
Okay.
fastest person I've seen was under 5 minutes, and that was unbelievable.
Wow. Like I mentioned to you, there's no way that I would ever have been able to pass uh, the swim or agility test. So the last thing you mentioned was an interview. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so after the agility test, if you pass all of those three tests, then you get invited to an interview the following week. And the interview is like a panel interview. So there's a panel of three people asking you questions. We tell people, actually all the males, suit and tie.
Okay.
So I would say for the females, at least a business suit. No slippers, no shorts, no aloha shirt,
Okay.
suit and tie. Look sharp. And definitely come before your time. Don't be on time. We say in the department, if you're on time, you're late. So come early.
Okay. And it's a panel interview. And is that about how long? It's you and the panel
Yeah, panel
asking
three.
questions.
It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be about, I would say 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
And
Wow. So not very long.
so we are not used to selling ourselves. You gotta sell yourself.
And that's where I can
Definitely.
help.
Yeah.
That's kind of some of the things that I do with students is I can do a mock interview and we can practice. So once you apply and you're in the process, I'm happy to sit down and do a mock interview.
Oh, that's
Um,
great.
yeah, yeah. So just to recap from what I heard, the actual application is going to open sometime in the summer. The best thing a student should do is to submit their job interest card so they get notified right away and then apply right away. And then there will be a written test. Now, did you say that's usually in January?
Okay, so it's back up. I would say go to this site as soon as possible
Hmm.
because they're going to release it soon and the test is going to be in the summertime, the
Test
written
is in the
test.
summer. Okay, test is in the summer.
And
So
then
then we, Mhm.
once that's done, if you scored really high, you'll be invited to the first January, which
Got
is
it.
in 2027.
Okay,
And then if you didn't pass any of those tests, the swim or the agility, you will be invited back the following January and they'll go around and grab more people for the tests.
got it. Okay, that makes sense now. So it is a long process, and so what you recommend for folks to do is to look at maybe some items that might be on the written test. I know that there's books, right?
Correct. Yeah, you can go online or to the library and look for that's firefighter entrance exams. One of the great resources is going to be from Oracle, the brand Oracle book. So
Mhm.
if you can find those, that's a good study guide. And what I did actually was I studied like SAT tests because it was passages I had no clue about, but I had
Mhm.
to force myself to try and um, gather the information as quickly as possible. And then at the same time, actually do try and take a test. Time yourself, see what works best. Is it going through the entire passage, reading through that, and then going to the questions, or going through the questions and being able to scan through the reading passage. So whatever works best for you, I would say try and find that and then apply that.
Oof, I'm having nightmares from high school. And so, and then you said the math goes up to what level again?
It'll go up until algebra. We'd say
Okay.
algebra level.
Okay. So,
Because when I took it, it wasn't too difficult, and I think I only went up to algebra.
so, so you were fine when, and you had only gone up to algebra. So
Yes.
at the community college, our algebra is Math 100 or Math 103. So,
Uh,
so that's good. Students should know that. That's great. So those were all of the questions that I have.
oh, yeah, thank you very much. Well, you know what? I forgot to mention that I am a student and graduate from KCC.
That's
I
great.
was in the physical therapy assistant program. So I
Wow.
did that. I loved it. I was working at Shriners Hospital before I got into the department. I loved that position, but Shriners was not able to work around my schedule. And I'm just showing that it is capable. I am a public school product. So, um, yes, it's a great choice. And I do believe that for me, the Honolulu Fire Department was the best job in the world. One of the downfalls I think we forgot to mention was, we are first responders. People call us in the worst day of their life. They call 911. And when we show up, we see things that is not natural.
Hmm.
Um, Now in our department, mental health is wide open. It's like we don't cage it in anymore. So it has helped a lot of people. It definitely has helped me throughout my life.
Hmm.
If there's any time where if you do get into the department or otherwise, if you're going through a difficulty, just seek it out. I mean, it's nothing to hide. Everyone needs it, especially through COVID. I believe
Yes.
everyone can benefit from mental health help. So
Yes.
yeah, seek that out. It'll make you a better person overall, and you see things differently from a different perspective. So it does help with the coping of stress and whatever comes your way.
Yeah. Thank you so much for mentioning that. Definitely, we do have resources on our campus for mental health. And yeah, that's something that we saw throughout COVID and afterwards is that our first responders, our healthcare providers need support too. So I appreciate you mentioning that and bringing that aspect of the job. It is also, it's not only physically rough, it can be also emotionally difficult, right? So appreciate you sharing that as well. And I just wanted to thank you again, um, Inspector Tominoi, for joining us today. And I look forward to hearing from my students about their application process.
Yes, if you're interested, good luck. And yeah, just reach out. If you have more questions, um, can email me. And please do visit our website. There's a lot of things that you can learn from that website. And then, yeah, come and visit us at the museum.
Ooh, great. I do have a question actually coming in from one of our participants about opportunities for advancement. So this is good. So after you've become a recruit and you're now in the department, can you share more about opportunities for movement and advancement within the fire department?
Okay, let's do this then. How about starting pay right now as a recruit, you get right now it's about 74 to $75,000 a year. That's a base pay. It's not including overtime, holiday, sick accumulation, vacation accumulation. And once you're done with your probation, you get an automatic raise to become a firefighter one. That's after you prove that you're capable of doing the job out in the field. And then you get maybe like a $3,000 to $4,000 raise. After you have completed 4 years, you're eligible to take your first promotional test, which is going to be a firefighter two, which is either a rescue man, uh, hazmat technician, A tillerman, which is a person that drives the back of the long ladder truck, or FCC. So you'll tell us where the alarm is and it will show up. And then there's another position where you drive a battalion chief. And at 7 years, you qualify for being a driver of the truck, which is a firefighter three, or come to section like mine. So I am currently a firefighter three, but we're considered inspectors because we belong to the Fire Prevention Bureau or that section of the department. And there's also other positions out there that you can look into, like codes or plans. So there's different other positions for firefighter three. 10 years, you can become a captain. That's as
Hmm.
soon as you can get promoted to captain. So they're also all by tests, again, written tests. Now you're going up not against the public, but against your fellow firefighters. Let's see, what else did I want to cover? You asked that question and opened up shoots.
Yeah, just opportunities for movement. So you talked about advancement within the fire department, and some of the different positions that a person could apply for once they have earned a certain level and a certain number of years. Um, and
Yeah,
then
so we
you,
covered the twos, covered the threes. And then after captain is going to be a battalion chief. So in our department, the highest ranking female person went all up to that level, which is really high because the only person above a battalion chief is going to be the four assistant chiefs,
Mhm.
the deputy fire chief, and the fire chief. So there's only six other people above that person. So yeah, I mean, females, don't hold back. If it is for you, come and join the department. It's oh, now I remember. Yeah, it's I wouldn't change it for the world. The reason why we only work 10 days a month. 10 days a month and you get paid that much. So on the other 20 days, you can take it off, go home, sleep if you need to, go to the beach, go shopping, but 10 days a month. You can also work overtime, you can work other jobs. So we have people from all walks of life. We had a lawyer, we have engineers, we got servers, we got, everything, teachers, flight attendants, pilots. So any other um, interest that you have, you can always share it with us. We have graphic designers, photographers, yeah,
Mhm.
musicians, anything you can think of, we have it in the department, and we need it in the department. So if you have that talent, it's another bonus you can bring. So yeah, a lot of opportunities.
Thank you. And thank you for that question, audience member. Are there any other questions before I close? Okay. So thank you again, Tom. I have your picture up here and wanted to again just give you and the department big mahalo for all the work that you do. And I look forward to hearing from our students about their process in applying for the firefighter recruit position.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Hopefully open your students' eyes that yes, you can do it because I did it from
Thank
where you are
you.
right now.
Thank you,
Thank
Tom.
you.
Thank you.